I think storage-wise, where I'm keeping things stored, that's going to have to change at some point, because if you list on eBay's app, at least I haven't found a way to do it, you can't really say where your items are stored, but if you list them online, like on a computer, then you can say they're stored in, like whatever bin, kind of like I do on Bricklink. For right now, it's a bit of a cluster, but I've got all my clothing is just kind of going in this little tote here. Anything that is Christmas related, or all of that stuff that I got from the Dollar Tree, is now in that box, and it's overflowing, as you can see. And then I've got just like some odds and ends, random stuff is going in that box. So my organization probably needs to change. This is kind of what I was doing. I was pre-packaging everything, and I'm still doing that some of the times, but I mean, that's going to fill up pretty quick if I keep listing the amount that I've been listing. So things to figure out, but having a lot of fun listing stuff and selling things and making a little money. It's good stuff. Down here in the basement, aka the dungeon, the next thing I really need to do is list some more items, but also I really want to work on organization. Everything that I listed tonight, I put in a bin called Close One. So I'm going to go into my eBay and make sure that all of those items, whenever they sell, that it tells me where they're located, and that way I can easily find them. I've just got these tubs kind of stacked up on the ground, and like all of this is just a big mess, really. And I'd really like to get maybe 1 or 2 shelving units to put right here. That way I can pull these bins out of here and not have to unstack all of them, which is kind of how it is right now. So previously I was pre-packaging all of my stuff on eBay, and so that's what you're kind of seeing right here, as well as a box full of like DVDs and stuff like that. But this stuff and that stuff, that's all just like my junk, my garbage that is now kind of in the way of a more organized and resourceful eBay store. Like I've got these shoes just sitting in a clothes basket on the ground. So it's not an ideal setup right now, and I really, really like good organization. I also sell stuff, Bricklink parts, and that is very highly organized, and I've put a lot of time and effort into that, and it just makes the act of selling much easier. I've got all of my sealed Lego sets on various shelves. They're just kind of waiting for that magical time whenever they've matured in value and I can sell them. But everything is really organized over here on this side until I start bringing in literal carloads full of stuff. And, that stuff needs to not only get listed on eBay, but I also need to be able to retrieve it, which I guess is going to be, that area right there, as soon as I get this stuff more in line. So that's kind of my plan for the weekend. I don't have my son for the majority of the weekend, so I'm just going to be down here kind of dinking around and getting more organized, hopefully. And that's my photo studio. I haven't shown the new channel, the photo studio, but that's just 2 of those trifold poster boards from Walmart that I purchased. And there it is. Bought a $15 ring light. Works pretty good. Makes for some pretty good looking pictures. So that's what I know. It's time for the boys' bedtime, so I'm going to go get him ready to go and kind of call it a night, start winding down. So have a good evening. This episode brought to you by Heart. They make plastic shelves, and they're not going to break your budget. So I bought 2 of these units, $46. They're on sale at Walmart currently, 5 tiers. I was hopeful that I would be able to fit 2 of my tubs within each one of those tiers, but unfortunately they don't fit. I've got one of them put together, and I've got some stuff cleared out, so I made a little progress. I figured I'd show you what I've got going. This is the area, this is the space that I've designated for these shelves, so the other one obviously is going to go right there, where I've cleared out some room for it. The paper boxes fit pretty nicely. You can't fit 3, of course, right next to each other, but I think that what I want to do is probably find some more of these size totes, because I'm pretty sure that you could definitely fit 2 of those side by side. That's the size tote that I have already. I've got a couple of them that are already empty, but they're too tall. They won't fit in between there, so I can use 4 of them up there on those top shelves, so that's good. Just have to make sure that I don't load that up with too much stuff, because as you can see, they're as tall as I am, so in order to pick up the stuff in that tote, I'm going to have to be lifting overhead, which is dangerous. And I think once I get to the point where all of this stuff is sorted and I've got places to put items, the process of listing And really the process of picking orders and getting them out is just going to be much smoother. My soul will feel better about it, and I'll be able to do that. I keep going back and forth on whether or not I should start a new channel or if I should just post all this stuff on BuilderBuds. So I still don't know where this is going to land. Ronnie Resells is kind of the name that I think that I landed on, because I don't think it's just going to be about thrifting. So thrifting with Ronnie, I don't think that that really describes what I would be doing on there. But I don't know. I just don't know. Decisions. I can try it, and if it doesn't work, then I can bring all the stuff back over to BuilderBuds. Not a big deal. So I think I will try it. So, you know, welcome to Ronnie Resells. That's the name, and I'm sticking to it. But I'll be sure to show you what this all looks like after I get it done, hopefully here pretty soon. I think that's going to be our progress for this evening. I need to get my little man going on bedtime, but we got both the shelving units put together, and I needed to move those down that way because I've got some ductwork up here, and I still think I'm probably not going to be able to fit another gray bin right there, but that's okay. I think it'll work. Like I said before, I think picking up some more of those clear bins is probably good medicine, but I do have quite a few of those paper boxes that I can utilize as well. So as soon as I get to the point where I've used all that stuff up and I know what I actually need, I don't want to go and buy a bunch of stuff if I've already got stuff that I can make use of. But I cleared out this area. I'm going to take the suitcases. Well, one of them, that one, the huge one, I'm going to take it upstairs and just put it in a closet. The other one is going to get donated. I'm going to get rid of that iMac box because I just don't need it. It's my work computer there. The wrapping paper wound up over there. All of the Sonos boxes. I feel like it's wise to keep those boxes in case I ever want to sell those and upgrade, but I mean the boxes are just humongous, and I've got the shipping boxes as well, so I really felt like I needed to hang on to those. And then I've got Millennium Falcon here, Lego Millennium Falcon, $800 set, just kind of waiting for retirement. I got all of my other retirement investment Lego pieces here, the Nintendo, the Downtown Diner, Haunted House, Tree House, Roller Coaster, and the 89 Batmobile. I think right now the diner is retired, and the coaster is kind of retired, and the Batmobile. So 3 out of the 6 of those are retired. And the bigger sets definitely see a nice return on investment without too much additional time. Time well spent. Organization feels good. Ladies and gentlemen, you're looking at the final stages for now of what my eBay shelving and retrieval system is going to look like. I wound up purchasing another one of the heart shelves because I had the space for it right there. And I've got a bunch of leftover paper boxes that I've been hanging on to for a long time. So A's down there on the floor. I need to put it back up there, but A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. I've got a couple more paper boxes I can make use of. I've got a couple clothes baskets that I was going to donate, but then I decided to just kind of use them for shoes. So we're doing that. I really like the size of these because I could fit 2 of these next to each other, but I don't know if I'll buy more of those or not. I kind of wanted to get the shelving up, see what kind of containers I already had in my possession. For example, I've got quite a few of these just empty clear Sterilite bins, and I could stack those 2 high and maybe even 3 across potentially. So I might look into utilizing that, but again, I don't want to buy extra storage if I can make use of the stuff that I've got. So there's the photo studio. Here's all of the random stuff. Like this is where the piles are going to be for whenever I bring stuff in to like do processing. I've been shooting videos right there, like showing what I've gotten on my hauls, and the stuff kind of sits on that table. Doing my packaging mostly off of these 2 tables. I need to make some extra room right here. I was using these as part out tables for Lego stuff, but now that I'm not doing that anymore, I don't really need all that stuff there in the background. And then we continue to move down the line. I've got a nice little higher rolling cart here that I use mostly for my Lego business. Here's the final shipping station. It's a little higher table, so we've got the scale. I can write different stuff on there. I have been sending out not only a business card with each eBay order, which I do need to get some new ones made up that says Ronnie Resells on there. And I've been sending out these office trivia cards, which I think is pretty fun and makes a good use of something that would otherwise probably just need to be thrown away. And then the final stop that all of those eBay packages are going to make is right here at the computer where I print stuff out at. I've got a Rollo printer that I absolutely love. Got the double monitors. I've got nice lights set up if I ever wanted to do a live stream. And yeah, that's kind of my entire eBay setup currently. It took a heck of a lot of work to get it all set up, especially with shelving and just throwing away a bunch of stuff. I did donate a whole truckload of stuff to my local thrift shop to kind of give back to them. I went through everything. None of it was garbage. It was all stuff that I thought that they could sell, but really wasn't worth it for me to sell. But I'm excited about this endeavor. I've got a system in place that I think is going to work. The only thing left now is for me to work my tail off. So thank you very much for tuning into the video. If you enjoyed the content, make sure you give me a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed yet, you should go ahead and do that. And as always, whatever it is that makes you happy in this life, I hope that you're able to do it. Go out there and get it. Take care, everybody.